Hello, this is Tom Chambers for PokerSavvy.com. I'm making a video at the low stakes anti-PLO tables on full tilt. The deep tables, I think all of the anti tables are deep. I haven't seen one that isn't, or I certainly haven't played at one that isn't. But it's these two things together that there's an ante that's either 15 or 20% of the big blind that everybody has to put in pre-flop, which gives us another approximately one big blind dead in the middle before the hand starts. As you see at the upper right, at the 1-2 table, it's $1.80 dead in the middle before the hand starts, which means that the maximum raise would be almost 5x. I'm actually just going to 4x it here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about those options in a minute, the raise sizing options. So there's that effect, and then there's also the fact that everybody's 200 blinds deep, or on average, most people are. The maximum is 200. I think the minimum is actually 75 blinds, and so everybody plays these tables fairly deep. So those are the two main theory topics to discuss: the effect of deep play and the effect of the antes in the pot changing the pre-flop dynamic. And we'll try to get into that as we go. Otherwise, I'm just going to play the hands in front of me and hope we get some interesting situations. As long as there's no hands going on right now, I'll make some sort of introductory theory comments. In deeper stack situations, you have sort of one default thing that you can say strategically is that in position, you both have 200 blinds, 300 blinds, whatever. The person in position can be 3-betting a lot wider, and the person out of position has to be a lot tighter, both against 3-bets and choosing to 3-bet. I'm actually going to fold this hand. Well, now we've got heads up out of position. This hand does not play nearly as well as it might look. I mean, you got 3 hearts, got no connectedness, and basically trying to make one pair plus something, and one pair plus a flush draw is fine in a 100 blind pot. It's not necessarily as great in this, but given that we got a three-way pot, and I can possibly number one, get a little protected pot aspect where people are going to be a little bit less out of line in a three-way pot, and that I do have a hand that can make the nuts a couple ways. I'm going to go ahead and call. See, this is a very uncomfortable spot to be in with 2-pair, and I think the best strategy is actually going to be just to fold, despite the fact that it seems pretty weak with 2-pair. Problem is that even when I have the best hand, I have to fold to another bet, and my hand looks like an easy hand to bet off, and he is going to have a flush, 20-30% of the time. One of the two of them would have a flush about 30% of the time. So, yeah. That hand's too junk to do anything with. Little bit higher version of that hand, that was like a Jack 7-4-3, Jack 7-6-3 double suited. If it were, Queen 8-6-4 double suited or something like that, or even a little bit better than that, I'd be looking at 3-betting light. But that hand is real double suited trash.